Welcome to Pilates with Lisa. Today is going to be a more beginner type session, which even if you've done Pilates for a while, it's always a really good idea to go back to what the foundations are for where we move from. And when you get those foundations really strong in your awareness and in your body, the advanced moves, effortless, okay? Please, if you have any injuries, I'm going to ask you to make sure you've got clearance from a physiotherapist or your doctor or whoever it is that you see. If something doesn't feel right within you, please again go see someone. The last thing Pilates is meant to do is hurt you. So if it doesn't make sense, then you're better off gonna speak to someone in person, okay? To start off with, you're gonna come on down onto your back. Bare feet is my preference, simply because I like to feel my feet on the floor. And we're going to begin just going through, well, what is neutral in our body? A neutral basically means that if I turn, you have a bone here and here. You put your hands like that, and you just rest them there. And my morning cup of coffee, because I love my cup of coffee in the morning, is horizontal. So my cup isn't being tipped, basically. Now, if you've ever had any back issues, sometimes it's a little bit more comfortable to let it drop down. But don't, because that actually can make problems worse. So we're going to have that cup of coffee. I'm British, it should really be a tea, yeah. But coffee is going to be there, and it's black by one of the mockers. Love it. So here, keep my hips nice and still, and I kind of pick up my upper body, which gives me length. So a lot of Pilates work is about elongation. So you're always thinking long, which is why our goal is to be an inch taller. When I started Pilates, I was 5 foot, now I'm 5'6". That's not true, by the way. That's my goal, to stay taller as I get older. Now from here, you breathe in, breathe out, and as you breathe out, there's like this really deep internal zip that pulls up, but only actually to your belly button. You don't need to zip yourself up here, because you see what happens? So to pull up and into there, and then a release. And your belly will go, whee, and then you pull up and in. A little bit private, ladies, we're gonna squeeze up our 3 holes. Guys, you're gonna suck your nuts up, basically, okay? Male instructor told me that once, never forgotten it. You do it, I don't know how to, but I can pull my holes up. So that's where we're at. And that's your pelvic floor, which links into your abdominals, and that's a breath out. So once we've got that happening in our body, that's what we do whenever things get harder. If you've had a baby, really important, this is your Kegels. So we keep that pulled up, and simple, we just start with the leg up and down. So this is where you want to begin to go, oh, I can hold this and move. Now you may need to focus a lot more on breath, which means you can breathe out and breathe in, or maybe you breath in and out. Honestly, if the breath makes you go, oh, I hate Pilates, take the breath out, but breathe. And your body is amazing. It will figure itself out, I promise. The main thing is not to, okay, I've got it, okay? Now from here, we're going to take one leg up. Again, this will stay still. Exhale often helps to, now you may have practiced yoga. Now we take a leg down. So you can nose breathe, perfectly okay. Or you breathe out through your mouth when the second leg comes up. Because that helps us normally to bring the abdominals tighter. Okay, that's all. Exhale for effort. So what the goal is, if we put the hands underneath the lower back, and they're just touching, you wouldn't feel your back arching off your hands. Then we tap down and tap down. So there's lots of tricks that as an instructor we can teach you to go, how do I know I'm doing this right when no one's watching me, okay? Hands underneath, as I say, here, or hands on top. And you imagine your kind of skin is being dragged around you, super tight, like a drum skin, and pulling down the flat. But this is relaxed. So a lot of it is, where do I need to work? Where do I need to relax? This is your last one. So this would be your tabletop position, which is where a lot of our moves start from. And we're going to stretch one leg out. Now, as that leg gets straighter, the demand here is greater, which is why we often need to breathe out. Stretch the other leg out and in. If that's a little bit like, wow, just keep the leg bent and tap. We always ask, or I always ask, work to your level. It's not about my level. It's about where are you today? And that's whatever program that you're doing. You know, some days you wake up and you go, oh, it's cool. You do a little bit less, but the beautiful thing is keep moving, yeah? Anyway, movement rocks, movement's medicine. Okay, so this is your toe tap. This is your last one. You tap down and stay, and down. Great. So revisit your neutral. So now your feet are about 4 inches apart. And what happens is my cup of coffee now gets tilted towards me, and then it goes away from me. So what you'll see is I get space, hello, and then I get no space. So what that's doing is it's moving the lower back. If you ever have a little niggly tight lower back, this is quite nice to release it. Now I want to add some extra in, just keep that rocking. I want you to push firmly into your heels and imagine you're trying to drag your heels up your bottom, okay? Which will feel, if I was Kylie Minogue and I had her butt, I would be feeling it just in the hot pant line. So it's a tuck under, press into the heels, and it's pressing like I'm going to make wine. I'm pressing down onto the grapes with my feet and dragging them up, but it's not a clench, so there's no need to over squeeze your bottom, okay? Now you keep that feeling and you keep rolling up. Now if I bring my arms here, I fill up the space under my arms. You see how my ribs stay soft, and then I breathe out, top bit, middle bit, lower bit, and roll down. So the arms like this, nice and long and strong, are going to guide me. So roll, here's my coffee spill, thighs, wrists, arms, and then breathe out to roll down. Now a sigh here is beautiful. It really relaxes through the chest. So this is called bridging. And a lot of our Pilates moves have this curling sensation. So you hold, take length through here. Really good to get out of that desk and sitting posture. And then we roll it down. Now once we're down, we're going to keep down. Find your neutral again. Arms come up in the air. Now from here, all I want you to do is pick your head up the tiniest bit, tiny, and then you're going to nod your head in. So you lift your head, you nod it, and I'm looking straight between my legs. Then I can do my lift. Then this bit goes down, and then my chin tilts back up. So it's a tiny lift, a pivot around my ears, and then come up. So if you ever do lots of sit-ups and you notice your neck gets strained, this will stop that happening. It's a lift, tuck, then an up. So rather than just lifting from here, see all that? It's not nice. Lift, pivot, 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 skewer your head through and up. Now all the while on here, on that little lift, we're going to hold the neutral. So it's lift, tuck, neutral stays, and that's where you want to get that zip. So as you come up, if you look at your belly, it should stay down and in and flat, not have this bulging up, especially ladies if you've just had a baby. Super important not to get this coning look. If you get that, I would honestly suggest you go see someone to help you understand how to connect a little bit more than I can do on a video. Great, thanks for that. Okay, last one coming up. Now, hands behind your head, a gentle support of your neck, not pulling, and then we go into that tap. So the leg comes up again. As I lift, this drum skin remains. I still have my coffee. I don't spill coffee and I don't spill wine. I try my best not to anyway. So the leg up and down. Breathe out to lift. Inhale down, or maybe that inhale up works better for you. We pick up one leg and we hold. Now the other leg's coming up. From here, we're going to get into that tap, lift. Now it's really easy to let that upper body go down. So you keep lifting. It's like my elbows, they're constantly being pulled forward and up. Okay? So it's a tap and a lift. Again, check out that stomach. It's pulled down and flat. There is still a little space underneath my back. Okay, I'm still trying to hold that neutral, which is where Pilates gets challenging. Now remember we did a straight leg, so can we stretch the leg and pull it back? So reach. Now you may not take it so low, it might just stretch out here. As soon as this leg gets long, this goes, wow, it's more work. Yeah. Whew. But it's good work. Pilates is a wicked system of exercises. We're going to do one more. Breathe out. It really is. You don't need to be flexible. You don't need to be a dancer. I'm not. Got it? Okay. Head down, leg down, leg down. Take a moment. Great effort so far. So hopefully that's making more sense. And we're going to keep that when we're coming onto the side. So we're going to bend the knees. It's a long knee bend forward. Rest on down. Now you want to lift up a little bit through the waist, this belly button, pulls in. So my legs are away from me, not straight in front. This hip goes long. Now because we're here, we don't have to hold on to the floor, okay? You just lift that knee up, and down. So I just want to do a little bit of a clam because everyone loves a little bit of butt work. So the feeling is your leg rotates and down this. Here's my stomach. That zip up, it's still there. But you see, notice what's happening is there's not so much of a because if I do that, I can't breathe. It's really too much effort. So I've still got long and I've got in. Yay. Now that foot opens, hip, stay still. You'll see my bum in a minute when I turn around. Now if you push your top foot down into the bottom foot, this whole area gets to work out. Again, no need to squeeze your bottom. If you just rotate that leg, your butt will work. Now hold it and pulse, pulse, pulse. It's like there's a brick wall behind you and you're pushing into the wall. What? And just that thought makes my glute go, ah. Power of the imagination. Or you've got something here and you're pulling it, pulling it, pulling it. It's like you're lifting a weight up, it's attached. Joseph Pilates was amazing for using the power of your imagination. So if you just think you're pushing against something, you will be. If you think it's hard, it will be. Okay, now that should work quite well. Now let's just hold. Hold long, lifted, reach for 4, keep squeezing, keep pushing back, 3, it's pushing in. It's like in Star Wars, you know, when the balls came in, 2, you know instructors can't count, right? 1, oh, turn it over. So now you get to see what happens the other side. So I lengthen it out. Again, this stays long, I have a little bit of space, and I just open and down. So this is lengthening. Make sure you've got a long line through your body, and this is what I mean. If I squeeze my bum, this happens. Someone used to call that pooping dog. No pooping dogs. Okay? This stays nice and still. Work effort is here as I rotate that leg in the joint. And again, what are you pushing against? Or what are you pulling? That foot kind of presses down a wee bit, and the work is under here, which is a lift. So I'm giving you a natural butt lift here. Now hold, and 10, pulse, 9, pulse, 8, 7, right on here. It's like I'm pulling my heel up my bum. 5, 4, 3, we're gonna hold after this one, hold. Press down, pull in, push back, length for 4, 3, 2, and whoa, nice work butt. Coming straight onto your bellies. Now, I would like your elbows to be in line with your shoulder. And then you've got 90 degrees at your elbows, okay? So first thing is you want to lengthen now the belly, a little lift. Not a lot, because this happens. But a pull up and in. Now the arms press down just a bit. And it's armpits. I use armpits a lot to pull under here, because then it stops this, okay? So we want a beautiful swan neck. So you pull down your elbows, pull down in your armpits, press into your hands and forearms a little bit, draw the belly in that little bit. Same thing, and we just lift the boobs off the floor, okay? Your head doesn't need to look up, you're looking down and long and low, and then lower. Now, what happens here, direct it, if it's okay, from your nipples, okay? So even if you're a guy, see when I say boobs, men have, well you know, but you don't know. So I want you to think nipples come up and nipples come forward to the front of your mat and then down. Now if you direct it from there, the effort is back here, okay? These legs stay down, this does not need to clench, yeah? Because the effort is in my upper back, which posturally is really an area where we get stuck, yeah? So we just come up, 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 open out. It's like you're spreading the ribs at the front and down. And like I say, if the effort is here, you need to push down into the feet maybe a little bit. Use your arms a little bit more, or lift that belly button up slightly higher. The effort is right in between the shoulder blades. You've just got 2 more here. Really great move. Again, dragging the arms back to undo sitting at a desk all day. Last one coming up. Now, I didn't mention breath on here. So I just want you to hold up and just breathe in to pull yourself forward. And then exhale, make sure that stomach is on. Breathe in, lift a little higher. So now that effort is pulling down. You may even start to feel the backs of the arms work too. So this time you're going to bring in, come up a little higher. A little higher. See, not this. Pull down, that's where the armpits come in. Long through the neck, push the chest, nipples forward. And as you come down, I want you to lengthen as you come down as well. And again, breathe in, breathe out, Inhale, lift. So I'm pulling forward. I've got length. My legs are reaching, chest is opening, widen through the chest and collarbones. Little finger side often helps push down. And come down. We're only doing one more. And that's most of your foundation moves from Pilates. Then you've got your glutes, you've got your core. Last one coming up, you've got your back. And then down. Now if you can get that feeling, or shake it out a little bit, this is great. Any back issues, just rock it side to side. This is brilliant to release it. Push up, bring your knees in, take a seat back into child's pose. Beautiful work. Stretch it out. Great job. So please do focus on getting the foundation moves in your body, because then all the others, when your body understands them, the harder moves you can progress into way easier. And it is a good idea, however long you've been practicing. I've been practicing Pilates for 18 years now. I often still will go back to these because it just reminds me, and it just goes, how does this feel? Does it feel different? So it's really worth it. Thank you for joining me. As I said, I'm Lisa. Pilates with me, always fun. Not necessarily always in the sun, but I try to make it fun. Thank you.